Hello and welcome to the channel. It's going to be something a little bit new this time. Now, I didn't know whether I should put this on my first channel, which is all about games, but I got a little project I've been going on, and it's a little bit of something. Got me a little cup of tea here, sitting on here. We got a little bike here. I've been, the past couple of months, been working with my uncle. He's been teaching me how to do spraying on motorcycles. Now, I've always ridden motorcycles my entire life. It's just been something that's been in the family. My mum rides, my uncle rides, my cousins ride, they all ride. And I've always had littler bikes. I've always had bikes that were 600. My first bike was 1,000, which I made a mistake because the back wheel fell off when I was going down a motorway, but that wasn't good times. But I've always had Japanese bikes, crotch rockets, that kind of thing. I've always been a massive fan of these bad boys. Like, if you look at that one there, that's my uncle's bike right there. Show off. Got all his flames and stuff, all his chrome. Lovely jubbly. But I've never had anything kind of big. And when I was working, my uncle was speaking to one of his mates, and he said that he had a bike sitting there, needed a little bit of work. So I wanted to start a little project. And we got... See if I can get the camera on here properly, because I haven't got much space to work with. But my uncle has been gracious enough to let me work in his garden. We have our little helpers over here. That's Ted and Molly. Beautiful dogs. But there's not, if I'm looking around, so I'm going to try and get this in the camera as much as I can. But we got... it's not that bad. There's not that much work to be done to it. There's a little bit of things here and there where we have to sort some of the bits out. Got a little bit of rust here and there, but the paintwork's pretty decent. Let me get a cup of tea out of the way. I don't know about this seat bit though. I really don't know about this seat bit. When I first saw the bike, I was thinking, you know what? I want to put it as a little bobber. I could just stuck it up my nose there. I need to never really done this kind of recording before. I record video games, hit my head off the roof. But we can see over here that we got a little bit of, I don't know if this is alley or not, but there's a little bit of rust going on here and some of these pieces along here. I mean, the wheels are pretty nice. They don't need that much, just a bit of a clean up. The filler's not so bad, but we have a little bit of an issue. Let me just not stick my thumb in front of the camera. So the bike starts with the choke fully on. Now the choke's down here. We'll stick that on for now so I can show you as we're going along. Now, let me turn it on. The thing's going inside of it. Now, it's pretty standard. This is a 1989 version of the Yamaha VMAX 1200. So it's quite decent. It's older than me. I'm born in 1989, so it's about the same age as I am. I don't know what month or part of the year that was built in, but we've got all that going on. Now, the issue that we have, I don't want to do with the aesthetics just yet. I gave it a little wash down because it had some wood chips and stuff in it. But the bike itself, it starts and it runs when it's on the choke full. But when you turn, after it's heated up a little bit, I guess the best thing to do would just be to show you. So I know the sound's not going to be great on this kind of thing, whereas you're recording, because I'm recording for the microphone on a phone. But if we start out, let me move my teacup off of the bloody bike first before it falls off, because it vibrates. It's a bit of a beast. Right. So we're going to start out. And you can kind of hear it's going to heat up a little bit. So we're going to sit on the bike, let it heat up a little bit and see how it goes from there. But when you pull the accelerator, you see that? You see, it sounds, you probably can't even hear me right now. But I'm going to turn the choke down a little bit. So we're going to turn the choke down a little bit while it's heating up. You can hear it kind of missing. You hear that? And it slows down a little bit. But I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to heat up and then we'll be back. So we've been sitting here for about 5 minutes. Just letting it heat up. It seems to be running a bit. Look, it does that. When you use the accelerator, sometimes it does that. So if we lower the choke down and have it sitting at halfway, I need to get this thing in a better position. As we're going in halfway, it starts to slow down and the ticking over isn't. I mean, you go to that point and then the choke's off and then it dies. So the University of Google, as I've been learning, because I am not a mechanic. I don't know if you could tell that, but I'm not a mechanic. I haven't worked on any bikes it's something that I've been kind of wanting to do for a long time. So what I want to do with this one, there is a little bit of smoke coming from it. Don't know if you can see that. I'm guessing there's like a bit of oil or something on there because it smells like oil. It smells like oil. I hope it's oil. I hope it doesn't just explode as we're going through this. Like, let me know if it's coming from the back of the engine here. Coming out of there. So maybe there's just a bit of oil where it's heating up because it doesn't do it all the time. It does it sometimes. I might have to get in there and clean that out a little bit. So, as I was saying, with the University of Google, they're telling me that I need to go in and take the carbs out. Take the carbs out and clean out the fuel jets that are inside. The little fuel jets, not the main ones, the little ones. We're going to clean through there and see if it runs a little bit more. Another thing I noticed as well with the bike is that sometimes the engine actually doesn't fire up on all four. Again, not a mechanic, so I'm not really sure what that means, apart from maybe I need to replace some spark plug cables or the spark plugs themselves. But we're going to do it bit by bit. I could just stick it into a garage, but I don't really want to do that. So today, after the long-ass introduction, I'm going to take out the carbs from this bike. Now, the way we're going to get into that, I'm going to try and do it with the camera. I haven't got a tripod or anything because I wasn't really thinking about doing this until like last minute. But we're going to stick this in here, pop this bad boy up. Let's see, actually, 1 second. There we go. And I don't know if you know about this bike, but this bike, which was weird to me, the tank isn't in here. The tank isn't in the actual place where most of the tanks are on 99.9% of motorcycles. As far as I know, like, the tank will be on this Harley is going to be like, it's a giant bloody tank on there. This tank sits underneath the seat. Yeah, it sits underneath there. And the way you get that is by going underneath and then pulling a button down. I'll do it one on each side because I've only got one hand each. And it pops open and the tank's in there. For me, that's nuts. I've never seen anything like that before. So, and then you lock it back down so your ass don't fall off when you hit 6,000 revs and the VM boost kicks in, which hopefully once we get this bike running, like up and running and getting it all fixed up, because he's got a spray shop in here, so we're going to be doing all the paint work, all the metal work, etc. Let me just put this down real quick. I'm going to stick you in there for a second, or try to, because this needs to click in place. If you don't click it in place, it just ends up popping up and like, there. Yeah, but the V-boost kicks in, and this is to stop you from flying off the back of the bike at 6,000 revs, so that'll be quite nice. So what we need to do, we need to get the air filter out. I haven't seen inside of this yet, so it might need a big old clean. I mean, it's been sitting in a garage for a little while. It was used quite a lot. It's got 24,000 miles, and I know the rider of the bike, and he took this bike through Bulgaria when he went on a long haul trip. So basically, yeah. Anyway, I just ended up talking too bloody much. We need to take the air filter out, and then once we get the air filter out, we need to take the plate off of here, off of the carbs. This is the, I don't know if that's a choke plate. Is it a choke plate? I don't know. I don't know enough about this stuff. But we're going to be learning together, so it'll be pretty fun. Then we need to take this off and take it off the other side as well. Let me get down here. Take this off, and then we can undo the bolts, get rid of the two intake fans here, which I think are fake. I think they're fake. I don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't look like it's going through here. It's all coming from the front over here in the thing. There's not much room to work with, but we're going to do as best we can. Really thankful for my uncle for helping me out with this. He actually found the bike and got it all sorted out for me. So, actually, you know what? Let's go say hello to him. He's inside. Brain rot. He's watching a bit of TikTok. Oh, Sean. He's in his world of TikTok.
Leave my TikTok alone.
Yeah, TikToking. He's helped me out with the bike. He's helped me out the space. He's got all the tools and stuff that I need to actually get in here. So I'm going to pull this out. I wish I could, like, I had a tripod so you can see how I'm going to be doing it, but I haven't got anywhere to put the bloody phone. Let me see if I can find a spot somewhere. No, that's going to be covered by something. We can try it over here, maybe. Ah, that'll work for now. We'll try and do it. We'll try and do it this way. All right, we'll put it there in the doorway.
Sandwich.
Yes, please. Yes, please. So I'm just going to start taking this thing off, and then I'll probably put a little speed up in there to when I actually do the editing and stuff. So we'll see how. Give me a bit. Now I wanted to have a quick look inside of the inside of the air filter, just to see how we look on the inside. It's actually not bad. It's not that bad at all, actually. And this guy doesn't look that old, to be fair. I mean, as far as my untrained eyes can see, maybe you can let me know down in the comments. And if you see me doing anything wrong or something that I could be doing better or something that I need to check, then just let me know. Also, if you like heard the sounds of the engine and maybe the little bit of smoke coming out of it, which was a bit dodgy, let me know if you have any ideas on that itself. So that actually looks pretty decent. These are a bit rusted, but we can fix all that. We got all that stuff. I can flat all these out and then repaint it, prime it, repaint it. Not really sure what color I'm going to do yet. I do like the red. And the missus likes the red. But for me, I don't know. Maybe I like my blacks and I like my greys. Maybe a gunmetal grey with some accents. The black is still going to be in there with the accents. And then have, like, maybe the tank bit, which is that bit down there. Have that gunmetal grey and also have this gunmetal grey. Or have that black and that black. And then do all these bits in gunmetal grey. I'm not really sure yet. We'll have to see what's going on. So I need to get this bad boy out, but I'm pretty sure I have to take the side panels off first, so we're going to start to do that. Yeah, so these are actually fake, completely fake. They look cool though, but they're fake. I'm going to get the other one off, and then we're going to try and get the air filter whole top box off, and then we're going to try and remove the carbs. Alright, so that's the second one off. Now I have to remember that the ones at the front go into, the longer ones go into the front section and the longer ones go into the back section. And I just got a lovely over delivery of roast pickle sandwich. Compliments to the chef. So we got, I need to put these bolts somewhere safe. again, I haven't worked on a lot of these things before, so getting used to the mechanic side of things so I don't lose any bolts or anything like that. Because it's got no wing mirrors. I've got a set of wing mirrors up there, but I don't have the bolts for it. Keep smashing my legs up and shit though. Right. So this bad boy needs to come out. Now how do we get rid of this bad boy? Oh shit. Did I drop a key? Drop the Allen keys. Right. So I think I just have to loosen these coils here. They're like those metal screw tip. I don't know what the word is. I don't know what they're bloody called. It's going to be amazing. But yeah. I have to get those off to get that out, and then we're going to start to work on trying to get this carb off without blowing the bike up. Put that bad boy off easily enough while I'm eating and probably showing you my ass. I need to figure out where the camera is because I'm looking all over the place except for that. So that's the air filter off. I need some. Do you have some paper towels? I'm going to need to cover up the carbs for paper towels so they don't go inside. After we take the carb off, I don't want anything to be going into the engine, so I'm going to put some paper towels in there. I need to figure out at this point how to get this off the top now. Thank you very much, sir. Then we got, there's the airflows. At least as far as, oh shit, at least as far as I can tell, we have the airflows here. Now I need to try and get this whole thing off. Which means I have to take these off. Which means I have to take this plate off first with these 4 screws. And then I have to figure out how to, it's probably just, it's going to be the 4, I'm showing you some shit there. It's going to be these 4 probably to get this off. As I said, I'm still learning this stuff. Like, you're going to be joining me on a journey of learning experiences. Here's one off. Let's put that down somewhere safe with the screws intact and everything on there. Get the other side off now. Right, so that's both of those plates off. So I'm hoping, I need to start picking up this thing. I'm hoping that it's just going to be these 4 bits here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can slide it up and out the side, and that's the carbs out of the thing. And we got little Molly here, making sure that we're doing everything correctly. People are probably screaming at me because I'm just like not doing it the proper way or something like that. But just learning as I go along. I'm learning as I go along. So now that I've got that off, I'm gonna need to take this like box off here. I'm gonna need to take off like because I was trying to figure it out, and it can deattach and I can slide it out, but I gotta get rid of, I believe it's the accelerator cable and the clutch cable. While we're going through from that point, I also need to deattach that from behind this box, and then I also have to do the fuel line, I believe, which is just this one at the top over here. Let me see if I can get a better angle. I ain't got much space. This one here, I have to remove this fuel line as well. And that should have all of the stuff on this machine, part of the machine, taken off. So once, I'm going to try and find somewhere else to put it. Over here somewhere. I'm a really bad cameraman. So I'm going to maybe try and stick us down here. Try and stick us down here somewhere. I'm basically just going to undo these bolts. I need to get a tripod. I'll get a tripod for the next one. If this does well, then we're going to be doing a lot more of these. So hopefully we're going to be able to get some more stuff going, because I do love bikes and I would love to do this a lot more. We're just going to get rid of these pieces. It's something I've always wanted to learn, but I never really ended up getting there. I just dropped the phone and cracked the whole thing. Not the screen, luckily, just the back of the phone. It's not that big of a deal. I can get that sorted out. That's going to not go in there. I need to get this one out. So I'm going to try and get that bad boy up from here. That's attached to it. Let's get that loose. And see if we can get inside of that. I can see this is going to be a hell of a long-ass project. There's one there and there's one more here. Let's see if this will get it off. It looks like it's detaching at least. So we can get into the actual behind here and see if we can get rid of. Is that not attached anymore? I can't believe I just broke my bloody phone. That's good times. So what I'm going to do is actually, you're going to get like half a bollock for you there. I'm going to put these bolts back inside so I don't lose them. I did just drop one underneath the bike though, which is not ideal. But what I tend to do whenever I'm doing things like this is I'll literally just put the bolts back in where they came out, so I don't lose any of them. This one's going to go, this one goes into this one here, so I'm going to stick that inside of that bit of plastic. This is just the cover for the getting the attach and the throttle, and I think it's the clutch. I hope it's the clutch, because I'll be stupid if it's not. I need to get this last. Are you in there? There we go. 3 O's. So that should be all the bolts out of there now. And we can stick. Is there a bolt missing? No, I don't think there is. If there is, we're gonna have to find it at some point. I saw only one drop, so I'm thinking there's only 3 bolts in there. So I need to get a little screwdriver. Let's get you up here. This, we need to deattach the carburetor. So we're gonna open this and deattach this part of the segment, so we can get these wires off and then pull the entire thing out. This is ready to come out now. It's just need to deattach the bits that are attached to this, including the fuel line. I've almost got this on. If I undo the fuel line, the fuel's not going to come pissing out of it, is it?
It's a tap off.
How'd you turn the tap off?
There must be a fuel tap somewhere.
Right, so I got the box off, which luckily has which way's the carburetor, which way's the open close. So it's open close, not, I don't know what I was saying earlier on. Gonna be a little, I'm still learning all this stuff. So basically I'm just gonna deattach this part here, just turn it upright and it should slot out. This one as well, turn it upright and it will slot out. Now it's no longer attached to the rest of the bloody bike, so that's sorted. And we actually just sorted out this part here where we got the petrol thing off. I couldn't figure out where the shut off for the petrol was, so we just got a bit of a thing here, letting gravity do its work to stop the petrol coming out. This is all deattached. So now I just need to basically lift this off. This is the last bit. There's one side. Oh, there's one. Might need to loosen up a little bit on the other side. Just a tad. Sometimes I've heard that these can be a bitch to get off and get out. Hopefully I've deattached everything, so I can get that sorted. It's a big fucking tube. Let's move you out the way a little bit. There's one. There's the other one. You're out of there. God, my back isn't what it used to be. Alright. There's a big tube there I need to move out of the way so it doesn't attach. And remember to put that fucker back in. Another good thing about recording all this is that I can just watch the video back to see what I moved out of the way. Otherwise I just wouldn't know where the fuck to go. Right, am I going to come out left or right? I'm going to go out left. Let's get this tube around. Come on. Come on, you big fucker. Let's get this airflow tube, I believe. Underneath and out. Just on the other part. Oh! Stuck on the fucking block. Right, that's the carbs off. I need to get some tissue. It looks pretty naughty in there, to be honest. Not so bad. I'm gonna cover the holes up a little bit. My back has just absolutely exploded getting out. Right, but at least we have all of the carbs off. So now I can basically just go inside, open it up, and have a look at the fuel jets to see if that's what was causing the issue. I don't know if I'm going to record that bit or not because I've got nowhere to actually like put the phone for the moment. But I wanted to see if clean the fuel jets out. If the smaller ones, I'm going to clean all of the carbs out at least while it's all open and out so that I'm not going to have to get it out again. And I'm hoping it's going to go really well. We'll see. Right, so as I was going through it, we found actually, when I was looking at the battery over here, we got this little piece here. Now, I'm not 100% sure what that is. I will figure that out. But there was actually a blown fuse in there, like blown to fuckery. Blown. Completely. But there is a spare in here, as it says on the thing here, the main top fuse and then a spare 30 amps. So I can just take this out because there's no attachment. I don't know if you can see that properly. Let me get the angle right. There's no attachments to the top one, so we can actually swap that into that one there. And I don't know if that blew before or what that was attached to, and maybe that was causing the issue, but I do want to clean the carburetors out anyway, which we have here. But I'll do the next video. I actually found another one in the spares as well that's got a little bit of a burn for the 10 amps. Got a little bit of a burn on that one, so I'm going to just replace them just in case before we put the whole bike back together. After I've done the carbs, and I'll probably do the carbs in the next video to clean them out properly because I do need to go and buy a load of stuff. I need to get some cleaning agents, some solvent stuff, wire brush and that sort of thing, and some canned air to be able to go and push through the fuel jets as I've done on the University of Google and YouTube to find out that information. But yeah, no, I'm already having a lot of fun. I'm already having a lot of fun with this. Finding out what actually makes these big boys tick. Because I don't know, there's something about working on a 30-year-old bike, 37-year-old bike that really does it. It's a lot of fun. You're going to figure out a lot of this stuff. There's probably going to be a lot more things wrong with it. I might have to change some filters out. I will take it down for like the standard service after I try and get the bike running properly to check the brake pads and stuff out because it has been sitting in the garage for a little while. But hopefully, excuse me, hopefully the carbs and changing the fuse out of there might have it ticking over nicely. Maybe, hopefully. We're dreaming, probably, but we're going to try and get it going. Anyway, let me know if you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you found it interesting. Maybe I'll do some more videos as we're going along the whole bike. We're going to be doing it from top to bottom. We will be cleaning up and making sure, because there's a lot of like little rust spots and stuff. I don't want it to be super brand spanking new shiny. Like, I mean, it's a bike. We're supposed to use it. I'm not a big fan of running around chromed out, all shiny and stuff. It's just not really my cup of tea. I like to be a little bit dirty. As you can tell by not shaving my beard for God knows how long and leaving my bald ass head just to grow. But yeah, no, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know down below if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you'd like to see some more. It's going to be like a little side project on the channel. See how it goes. See if people like it and enjoy it and go a little bit further. We're going to be painting it, spraying it. Going to be doing bits and bobs here and there as we're learning and as we're going. I want to thank you all for watching. Fly safe and avoid local chat scams.